The Osight S micro red dot. Let's check it out. Guys, today we're going to take a look at the Osight S from Olight. And this is a micro red dot. It has the RMSC or the Holoson 40K footprint. This is made in the OAL aluminum. It is an incredibly strong material that actually matches 304 stainless steel in strength. We've done a complete torture test on one of these Osight S's, and I'm going to have it annotated above for you to check out. I mean, it went through the gauntlet. One of the things about the Osight series is that it has a unique charging system. It has a little cap that fits over the top. You can check the battery indicator here to see where your sight is and to see where your charging base is. It has 3 reticles, and it gives you a number of options. And again, guys, this sight is incredibly strong. And it is an enclosed emitter, and it really fits well on this Springfield Armory TRP 1911. But it'll fit on your gun as well. And you do get a 10% discount using Suit00 with the link down below in the description. And we really appreciate Olight for sending the Osight S in the OAL for this review. Well, guys, we have the Osight S, and this comes in the natural OAL or Olight aluminum. It is a super aluminum. It is incredibly strong. We're going to look at that. We're going to talk about some of the properties. This is something that's not anywhere else on the market. While it has that same weight as aluminum, it's actually as strong as 304 steel. And we're going to do some tests on it to show you how this really holds up. Now, it's 75% stronger than 6065 T6 aluminum, and it's 1.5 times stronger than titanium. So just an incredible material that's being brought to market, and hopefully we'll see more sights that are in this same line. Now, we did a full review on the original sight, and it was just one of their black models. This also has the super aluminum, but it's just anodized. This is just the natural color, and it is not a finish, it is the natural color. And we have the Olight Ultra, which I really like, and Olight has come out with a few others using that same aluminum material. So you're getting the strength of steel, but you're getting the weight of aluminum. So that in itself is something that's really big. And guys, when Olight first came to me, I was like, I don't think this is a good idea. There's too many people on the market. I mean, it's a very crowded market with the sights, and of course, handgun sights are becoming more and more popular. I told them they had to come up with something unique, and they did. I mean, not just this aluminum, but also their charging base. Now, this is a charging cover. It fits right over the sight, and this charges the sight with it on the firearm, or you can do it separately, but then you can charge it with a USB-C. It has connection points here, and you have connection points on the top of your sight. And so it just locks down, and you can leave it in this configuration, or for that matter, you can just pull it right off. Now, one of the things about this base, and I've dimmed the lights down so we can see it, but as you push the button, it comes up and it'll say that this is fully charged. Your base is charged and your light is charged. And so this just gives you a direct indication. It's one of the things that I've found over the years that there are a lot of these sights that'll work and for years. I mean, the battery life is excellent. And I have gone to the range with a red dot sight that was supposed to last a long time, and it just didn't work. And I had to change the battery out. So if you're looking for a defensive handgun and you want to make sure that it is charged and that it's running, this is really a great option. Now the base is made of a polymer material, and of course you can see the connection points in the top. Again, USB-C connection here, and we have our power button. We also have a lanyard that will actually attach to this, and you can keep it handy if you need to, and that comes in the box. We have one of the Springfield Armory TRP. This is their compact model. We just did a review on it. This is an incredible firearm, and I just thought it had a nice look with that natural color OAL material. And this has the AOS system, which is from Agency Arms, that really locks this down to the slide. So before we get started, let's go ahead and drop our magazine, check the chamber, and the gun's empty. We have a 32 MOA circle and a 2 MOA dot, or you can go with just the 2 MOA dot, or you can go with just the 32 MOA circle. And so it gives you 3 different options, and it's really easy to change those out. You just press the minus button right here for 3 seconds, and then it will go to the next reticle. And of course you can just keep doing that until you find the reticle system that you want. This is an enclosed emitter, which is a little bit different than the original, which had an open emitter. And here is the original again. This has been a great sight. I mean, when Olight first introduced this, the large window, it's really crazy how fast it is. You can find that dot. And that's one of the things about having a red dot sight, is being able to locate the reticle. With this, even for a small sight, which this is RMSC or 407K by Holosun size footprint. So this will just mount to most of your common mounting points. But this is that enclosed emitter that'll protect the inside, it'll protect the lens. You don't get material and debris down inside, and so it helps it. Plus, this is IPX8, which means it's submersible up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. Now with that being said, we did a full torture test on the original Osight S. This is the same sight, it just is in that natural color. In fact, we froze the sight and it retained battery life. We actually put it in the pool for an extended period of time, it retained the battery life. We abused the sight and it continued to run, continued to work. We even ran over it. And I'll have a full review annotated above. You can just check out all the details. This also has a motion sensor. So if I set this down for 10 minutes, the reticle will shut off. If I pick it up, it instantly comes back on. Now you can disable your motion sensor by just clicking the minus button twice and holding it 3 seconds. And if it flashes once, it's on. If it flashes twice, it's off. We have a multi-coated glass lens, and that also is what's on the rear of the sight. And it's going to give you a very clear sight picture, which we found. There are very small rear sights attached to the sight itself. Of course, a lot of guns, they'll remove that back sight, and so this gives you some kind of reference point to go to that front sight, which I really like. The accessories on this are really top-notch. We'll take a look at that in a minute, but you have a number of different mounting screws for a lot of your different optics. Of course, we have elevation and windage adjustment here, and it does come with this small tool to be able to accomplish that. Of course, right here, and Torx fits right here into your screws. Is the correct size. Of course, you can see the connection point on the top of the sight, and again, it just correlates with those 3 contacts in the top of your battery backup. And it weighs 0.97 ounces, so it's really lightweight on the firearm. One thing that I've found, especially with 1911s, is when I put a larger sight on the handgun, it affects the way it shoots. There's something about that extra mass that's on top of the slide. One thing we found, though, with the Osight in that smaller sight, I really like the RMSC footprint because it's very narrow. Sometimes if you put the larger sights, the RMR or different Holosuns that are large, they can kind of hang off the edge. And this really is a nice close fit. And especially on your subcompacts, this really works well. And Olight does offer a lifetime warranty on their sights, on their lights, and so that goes a long way as well. Big thanks to Fiocchi for sponsoring our ammo, all made in the USA, one of the biggest suppliers of ammunition in the country. Very consistent. I mean, it makes range stay a lot better. And also, a big thanks to Maglula and sending the Lula loader. One of the things about this is that you can load this double stack magazines or the single stack. I know this isn't a whole lot, but it does make it easier and it saves your thumbs. right, guys, the Osight S, this thing has really surprised me. I love that large 32 MOA circle. And then with the dot, with 2 MOA dot, and then I can change it. I can go just to the dot or just to the circle. But man, when you bring this up, that circle just is right there. I mean, this is so easy to see. And so it gives you really a great aiming point. The OAL aluminum or Olight aluminum, super aluminum. I mean, this is crazy. There's nothing else on the market that's like this. And of course, it's extremely durable. But with that charging system, man, you don't have to worry about your battery being dead or something happening. I mean, it is on and you can check it, and it's portable and you can charge it right on the firearm. I've been very impressed with the Osight S, and for that matter, the larger Osight. But we're shooting it on a little Springfield Armory TRP. It just fits nice on this 1911 because of the thinness. But that window is just so easy to see. I mean, it just tracks extremely well. Again, you bring it up, the sight fills the screen, you're right there on target. And especially for guys that are starting to get their eyesight coming a little back, not able to pick up the sight so easily, this makes a great option. And then again, you can get it either in this raw aluminum, or you can get it with the black anodized finish, which looks nice as well. But I'll tell you what, guys, I've been very impressed with this, and Olight really has surprised me with Osight, and with the Osight S, love the size. Top notch. Very good.
I do like that Osight.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
really
cool,
nice.
isn't it?
Yeah, and it's very obvious. It's like, even in the daylight.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the red dots are a little bit like hard to like line up at first. This is like as soon as I had it, like as soon as I barely saw it, I was just like, boom.
Yeah, that circle with the dot is pretty impressive.
Very natural.
Now here's a comparison between the original Osight. This is RMR compatible. Here we have the RMSC, which is a much smaller, thinner sight. And one thing that has a large window, and I'm going to tell you guys, that large window is excellent. I mean, it really allows you to find that dot really fast. Even with the smaller sight, this is a very easy sight to pick up. And with the reticle system, it really makes it so intuitive to be able to get right to it. And of course, obviously with the original color, here is the black version, and it's just really a matter of what you want to choose. But this is the super aluminum material. And I'll have a video annotated on the original Osight. Which, one thing guys, it is not an included sight like it is on the new Osight S. And so that gives you a little more advantage to keep that debris out. But we'll probably see a larger sight that's included as well. And here you can see with the bases attached, I mean, it's a pretty large base, but it's a large sight. One thing too to note is that here at the top of the sight underneath you have those connection points, and that hits right here on that little window. So this just allows this to be able to be charged, and we have a USB-C here at the back. Well, I want to show you the packaging. It's really nice. Opens up, and here's the sight. Again, we have that O aluminum. I just love that color. It's so unique. And then we have our charging base. But this is one thing that I really think is unique, and I love this. These are all the screws that you need, and there's a number of screws in here. And it comes in a small carrying case. And here we have different numbers, the lengths. One of the things that's really a pain is if you're changing sights out is to have the actual screws that fit. And this gives you 4 different sizes. And guys, you can put this on and still have a number of different screws for other red dot sights. So this in itself, to me, is worth it. Now we also get USB-C charging cable, and you can charge the battery back up right here. We have a lanyard that you can put on the charger so you don't lose it. And we have a small tool and a lens cleaner and a small little bag if you want to put the items in there. So a really complete set. Now the retail price is $249.99, which is an excellent price. They also offer a 10% discount using Suit00 with the link that'll be down below in the description. So what are some pros and cons? I think one of the biggest is the battery backup. This gives you confidence. It tells you immediately where this is as far as the charging ability, and you can charge this right on your firearm. To me, that gun that you have for home defense, this is going to be vital, or for that matter, for concealed carry. Also, it's made of that OAL, which is the Olight aluminum, and this is incredibly strong, and guys, it just resists any kind of marks, any kind of damage. It's just a solid sight. The same strength as your 304 stainless steel, and yet weighing super light at just under an ounce. Having 3 mode settings and all the brightness settings, it gives you a lot of options. And of course, like most, it has the windage and elevation, very easy to do, and with the sights that are actually located on the back of the sight. Multi-coated lens, the enclosed emitter is a big plus as well. It just keeps debris and water and things like that out of the sight. And I think the price is also part of the pros. What are some cons? Well, it's a new sight and it's just being tested on the market, but it is trending as one of the top 5 red dot sights that are out on the market, even though these have just come out over the past year. Really, this kind of puts this sight in a different place from any other sight on the market. Definitely with the charging and with the aluminum material they're using. And again, you do have a lifetime warranty. This will be the red dot sight that I have on my bedside gun for home defense. Now guys, honestly, when Olight came to me and said they were looking at producing a red dot sight, I really discouraged them. I said, this is a crowded market, it's going to be difficult to compete. And there are a lot of really good sights out there. And one thing that I said was you need something that is going to be different, that really is a huge advantage. And that's really what Olight did. The charging system is just phenomenal. I mean, it goes on here, yes, it's large on the gun, but this is only temporary. Obviously, you're going to take it off. And you can charge it directly with a USB-C right here on the back. And then keep it on your nightstand that way, or you can set it aside, but you know where your battery life is on your sight. But also the OAL, this material is unbelievably strong. And it's really cool to see Olight bringing that to market in a number of their different products, whether it's their lights, their sights, even their O-knives. It just gives us a lot more advantages. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. The Osight S, micro red dot. Micro red dot, or micro red dot.
And report. Hero time.
Hero time.
That's not right. That's not right. And if it's not, nah. If it's not, what am I gonna do if it's not? Top notch. Whatever. Top notch.
Top gun.
Change it.
Top gun.
Boom.
I expect $20 extra for that little. No, I'm just kidding. Weird face. Recorded.
Yeah, it's good.
Of course, that sight just goes down in intensity.